Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. So here's box number 3 of the AD&D collection. This isn't all of it. I've actually got a ginormous tub full of stuff, but it's really heavy, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to break that down and shoot it. So at least one more video, and probably two, but we'll get rolling on this one. Here's a little newer book, AD&D player options. Let's see, what year? 1995, so it's still 20 years old, and that's hard to believe that was 20 years ago. Anyway, let's keep going here. This is a heavy box, not a ton in it. Dungeon Master screen, Master Index. Don't think there's a ton of value there. Here's a Dark Sun. I haven't. Well, here, these are kind of weird. I never liked the way they did these. So they give you the module adventure, and it's got different books and maps. This is complete, 1993 on that one, and it's really nice. This is what I was talking about when all these were together, because a lot of times all those books and maps I showed you were just scattered all over the place, right? So most of these have been complete. And sometimes like this, there's not a lot to them. It's a little adventure module for I guess low to mid-level, level 7 through 20 on that one. Some of this stuff is a little bit newer, 90s instead of 80s. This might be an exception here. What's the, yeah, 89 on that one. And we'll just keep country sites, a lot of maps and stuff for DMs to help, you know, help them with the adventure and send them places and stuff like that. Magic Encyclopedia Volume 1, and I think I've got, yep, there's Volume 2 right there. I thought it was in there. Dungeon Crawler, Undermountain Lost Level. This was very, very popular when it came out. Is that mid-90s? Yeah, 96. So I'm pretty sure this is what I'm thinking about. They had a series of them. I think there was more Undermountain modules, but they were very, very popular. Sold quite a few through my brick and mortar store back in the day. Character Volume 1. Character Volume 2. Night of the Living Dead, that's a Catacombs. It is a TSR book. It's a solo quest, which is really interesting because sometimes it's really tough to meet with a group on weekends and things. Even the day of the internet, people are busy. So here you can do a solo quest. And of course, obviously, you know, you could cheat if you wanted, I guess. But a lot of fun. Some of those were very well written. Skills and Powers, then another 95. Yeah, 95 on that one. These are all hardcover books, I think, from here on out. Book of Artifacts, 93. And you can tell they got some wear on the cover, which is good. That's what it's for. 91. Legends and Lore. I really like this cover series versus the all black one, 1990 on that. And by all black, I mean this style, and it's not a bad cover, so I don't want to say that, but you got a bigger picture on the other versions. That's 96. High-level guides, very rarely find those worn out because it takes so long to level up on some of that stuff on an adventure. So those are usually in better shape than the lower stuff. Player's Handbook, sold a ton of these. That's core rule book. Let's see, it's Wizards of the Coast. I can't remember. Well, let me look up which year it is. It is 2000 on that one. Pretty common, nothing super duper collectible, but sold a lot of them. Here we're getting, I mentioned, I think in the previous video about Gary Gygax, and that stuff's usually just a little bit older and generally considered the better. This is 1978. It's the sixth printing on that, which is not unusual. It's really hard to get first prints, especially in one piece. Player's Handbook, gotta be one of the most sold books in the system. Everybody, you don't really need one, but they do come in handy. So player's handbooks are very common, but very necessary. Another Adventures, Forgotten Realm Adventures hardcover, again back to kind of that full art, I guess you want to call it, if you use the trading card parlance. That's 1990 on that. And let's see, love the cover on this one, on that Wilderness Survival Guide there. Really, really brilliant. I'm going to have to move my my stack of books is getting too high. There we go. There we go. Now you can see it a little bit better on that cover. But some of these covers are just magnificent on these books. Let's see, what year is that one? Does it have it on the back? Some have them on the back, some don't. So I wrote them on the inside. 86. So 1986 on that one. Dark Sun, again, it seems to be hard to get. These are usually a little more valuable than the other modules from Forgotten Realms and Dragonlance and things. I don't know if they just didn't make as many. 1992 on that one, but I just don't see them a lot. Here's a very old Dungeon Master's Guide. And, well, I shouldn't have said that, because, like, when I was a kid, think like Stranger Things, this was like the DM guide. So I shouldn't have said very old. Now I feel bad. 1979 on that one. A lot of wear, not super valuable or anything, but early AD&D DM guide. Here's a second edition DM guide. Also has a lot of wear, so not just a player, but also did some DMing evidently. 1989 on that one. Second edition, and I think second edition is probably the most popular. There's a lot of material made for quite a while on it. I think fourth edition was not quite as great on it, but second edition stuff is still used quite a bit. And here's another second edition player's handbook with a little more wear. It's not unusual to find one that's really super worn and then a nicer one, because once the pages start falling out, they probably bought a different newer better copy. So that's it on part 3 of this. I've got some other collections in, so you're going to see kind of probably alternate between some of the new stuff and then what's left of the D&D, and kind of switch it up a little bit. But should have them all out in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for those, and thanks for watching.